Hi guys, how are you? It's currently Monday when I'm filming this, and I just thought it might be helpful if I did a series of videos about how I organise my time, how I run my business, etc. And this is the first one of those, so enjoy. So the first in this series is a video on how I organise my time, and this is something I've had to get back into because I up until just recently, with everything that's going on, I was working part-time during the week, so didn't leave me a lot of time to do any planning, so I just kind of just did bits as and when I thought about them, which is not probably the best way to run a business. Anyway, so I've had to get back into this, and I'm not saying this is the only way you can do it, but this is just how I do it. So take from it what you find useful, and hope it helps. So my first place that I start is with my awesome marketing planner, and I will provide details of Claire and her business, the lady who produces these. This is this year's one. And I turn to the section for the week, and the planner has already got my monthly targets, which I've split down into weekly targets and daily targets, because I need to know every day exactly what I'm trying to aim for. And that includes sales, social media, just basically anything you want to track. So you might want to track how many people join your newsletter. You might want to track how many people read your blog that day. So you just have a monthly target of what you want to track, which I've got every month. And then I work out each week how many I need to achieve for that target and roughly how many each day. So some of the things I track, sales, obviously that's a biggie. Facebook and Instagram, because that's where I tend to post most. And then just lately, obviously YouTube, I'm testing this out to see how this supports my business. So I'm sort of tracking how many YouTube followers I get, subscribers, but you could track how many people watch your video. You could track how many minutes it was watched for. And, there's lots of things you can track. So this is my tracker page for this month. And as you can see, I've got quite a few different YouTube accounts. And, sales, Facebook, Instagram, newsletter, and my team. So these are all figures of what I want to add on. Apart from these top few, which is the total for May. So we'll see how I get on. Then also in my planner, I'll have details of any national day. So for example, we've got a bank holiday coming up this week. It's been moved for VE Day. So I need to make a note of that because that could impact on the things that I'm tracking. It could even impact my marketing because I might want to add details about a special day. So for example, in June, Father's Day in the UK, I might want to add in a special promotion or just start showing the cards that are specific for that event. So I try and make sure I've got that written in as well, because obviously I need to work around things like that. So then the next thing to get my week organised is what vlogs I'm going to do. So that's YouTube videos. It includes things like IGTV, which I've started doing, still getting the hang of that one. And also my regular blog, which I try and do once a month at the moment. I've really neglected it, so I need to get back on track with that while I've got some more spare time. And I'm hoping that all the systems I've put into place now will actually help in the long run, so it'll keep me going when I'm back at work and I'm busy again. So as far as vlogging goes, I put in what I'm wanting to film and when and what it's going to be about. And then I have a separate notebook, which I've got here, with the bullet points of what I want to try and cover in that vlog, so that I've got it all set up ready to go, because obviously at some point I'm not going to have as much time as I do have now, so that will really help me in the long run. So at the moment, all I've got in for May, for this next week, is some videos to film. I really need to get more organised with this because I've now got a membership of a local networking group, and part of the membership is that I can share a blog every month and I can do a Facebook Live every month. So I need to schedule those in. So that's my next job. Right, so just have a quick fuel stop. And so once I've got all my social media ideas plotted out around any special events or the vlog themes I've got, or my blog or my newsletter, because I have them scheduled in as well, I then look at the social media posts that I want to put on. So that includes IGTV, even though it's kind of a vlog as well because I'm videoing it, obviously. So I look at those and try and tie them into all the other things that I've got planned. So there will be a theme throughout either the week or maybe a few days or maybe the whole month. You know, if it's something that's a big topic, I can split it down into weeks and then theme all my social media posts around that. I try not to schedule them, mainly because I'm a bit of a spur of the moment type person. So I know a lot of people do use schedulers for their social media, mainly because it helps them to get it all done in one go and it's all there and it's ready just to hop onto their social media feed as and when. I prefer to just do it at the moment because then I can feel a bit more reactive to things going on, and I do try and hang around as well to reply to any comments or queries on that as well. So another thing that I do to try and keep myself more organised is to sort out any products that I might need for my social media, my blogs, my newsletter. So I'll go through my stock, make sure they're handy, and then I can just, grab things and show them or video them, or depending on what I'm wanting to do. If I want just a photo of it, we're lucky in that we can get the pictures of the products off our website. It's a really good quality image on the website, which head office have sorted for us. So that's brilliant. I don't have to try and take product shots of any of my stock, but I will sometimes hold them up and sort of show them on a video because a lot of them have like glittery stuff or special details that don't really show up in a flat image. So things like that I will tend to show more in a video. So I get all that organised, then I know exactly where it all is and what I'm doing. So, of course, at the moment, a lot of people are ordering online, which is brilliant because that takes all the pressure off me. I don't have to worry about it. I do try and follow those up. So I'll keep a note of who's ordered when, and then I like to just email them or get in touch to say, have you got your cards? Is everything okay? Do you need me for anything, etc.? And feeding into that, especially at the moment, is the fact that obviously our fulfillment centre has been hit by staff being off sick or just having to implement the social distancing measures. So that means that they're slower at picking and packing the orders. And then obviously the delivery services have been snowed under with everybody shopping online. So that's another thing that can actually slow down the time that the customer's waiting. And we try and be on top of that so I can sort of give regular updates. While a lot of customers are actually ordering online, there are still some that prefer to order with me direct, and at the moment I haven't got a massive amount of stock because with all the events kind of being cancelled, not knowing what was going on, not knowing when my first actual market was going to be, I didn't put a big order in like I normally would, and I'm not placing regular orders, unfortunately, because I don't really need too much stock sitting here. But I am going to be ordering soon, and I do like to sort of have the new products in so that if I get somebody local that can't get out and doesn't really do online, or if they need them in a hurry, especially if they need them in a hurry, they can get in touch with me and I can just fulfill from the stock that I've got here. So I try and sort of monitor that. I'm about 100 cards down on what my normal event stock would be, so I do need to put an order in. So that's in my to-do for this week. So the other thing that I need to add into my weekly plan is making sure that brochures get sent out, because they don't come from head office. If a customer wants a brochure just to have a flick through while they're sat at home, they need to get in touch with somebody local like myself, a local partner that can send the brochures out. So I also write down in my weekly plan exactly who's requested a brochure and when, so that I can get that processed and sent out. I've just started a new method of sending out things with the Royal Mail Drop and Go system. Testing that out at the moment. It's a lot easier than the system I used to have with buying lots and lots and lots of stamps and just making up the amounts that I needed for sending brochures out or sending card orders out or whatever. So yeah, that's going quite well at the moment, so we'll see how that keeps going. But I need to definitely keep on top of when I need to send brochures out, and so that goes in my schedule as well. So the other thing that I like to keep track of is obviously people joining my team. People decide for a number of reasons to start their own card business, and it's just nice for me to be, as part of my supportive role, to actually keep track of when they've joined, check in with them, make sure everything's okay. And so there's a regular sort of series of emails and contact that I make with them. So I need to pencil all that in, because I know full well that other things will take over, especially with having the children at home, and I will forget about stuff like that. So anything like that, and also following up emails, phone calls, any contact really, all that needs to be scheduled in. And then, last but not least, time for me. So I know this is a big thing with what Claire teaches in her Awesome Marketing Planner, which I showed you earlier, and I will put details of that down in the comments section. It's important to sort of remember that you are the one running your business, and that if something happens to you, like you overwhelm yourself or you burn yourself out or you just generally can't physically run your business anymore, that's your business then stuck, and it's got to stop until you get better and start again. So it's a good idea to pencil in time for you to do things for yourself. Hobbies, just even going out, getting some fresh air. I mean, obviously restrictions in place, but if you've got a garden, you can go out and sit out in that. You can go for your walk or your run, whichever you feel is best for you. But just make sure you don't overwhelm yourself with all the work you've got to do. You've got to spend time doing fun things as well. And then it's a lot easier to just focus on your business as well. Another thing Claire teaches is splitting everything down into 10-minute tasks, and that's something I'm going to really try now, because sometimes I get fed up with something and I'll put it off, or I'll decide that you just think, oh, don't want to do that job. I don't know whether you're like that, but I certainly am. And I think if I break it down into little bite-sized 10-minute chunks of things, I might just get on and do them. So, for example, blog post is in my planner for this week. And as I said before, I've neglected it. So it's going to be tricky for me to get back into it. And I think actually if I just split it down into little chunks, then I can maybe spend 10 minutes coming up with a theme for it, 10 minutes breaking it down into paragraphs, maybe just 10 minutes choosing my images for it, 10 minutes finding links that I want to include. I don't know. I'll come up with something, and I'll probably update you on that in a later video. But for now, I think, yeah, we'll give that 10 minutes thing a go. So if you give it a go, please do let me know, and put it in the comments section down below. Let me know how you get on if you try that, or if you try any of my tips from this video. I hope you found some of them useful, and I will let you know how I get on as well. If you don't already follow me over on social media, my business Instagram is Carrie's Cards. In fact, all of my social media is Carrie's Cards at the moment. So yeah, go and follow me over there. And if you found this video interesting or helpful, please press that thumbs up button, because it does really, really help me get seen by more people. Put a comment down because that helps as well. And if you really want to keep up to date with what I'm getting up to and when my next videos come out, go to the subscribe button, click on the subscribe, and then click on the bell, which will tell you when my next video is up, so you don't have to go searching for it. Okay, see you in the next video, guys. Bye.